Hi everybody and welcome to Poppy's Cucina. Boy, that second shot sure kicked my butt. Right? You're happy about that? A little bit, aren't you? Anyway, while I was laying in bed for 36 hours, I thought, how fun would it be to try to make a panettone? I know that's quite the effort that I'm going to try to make there. I know, isn't that crazy? Make my own panettone. That's what I do when I lay in bed. All right, so you want to see how it comes out? Just keep watching. To start, you need 1 3/4 cups of water. That's between 105 and 115 degrees. Let's see where this is at. Let's see. No, 112, perfect. All right, I dissolved 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar in this, and now we're gonna add 1 packet or 2 1/4 teaspoons of active dry yeast. Now we're gonna let this sit and activate in like 5 minutes. While you're waiting for your yeast to activate, you're going to get a large bowl, add 3 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour, 3/4 cup of granulated sugar, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and even though panettones are traditionally made with raisins and sweetened dried pieces of fruit, I'm going to do chocolate chips. You're going to add 1 cup of mini chocolate chips. Yeah. All right, now we're going to mix this up. Once your yeast looks like this, after about 5 minutes, you're going to pour it into your flour mixture. All right, but then we're going to add 1 more ingredient. You're going to add 3 tablespoons of vodka. All right. So now we're going to mix this all together until all the flour is incorporated, and then you're going to cover it and let it sit for at least an hour. All right. All right, so I let this rise for an hour, and I carefully scraped it out of the bowl because it was very, very wet. You could see, very wet. I generously sprinkled the countertop with some flour, and I put some more on top, and now we're just going to fold it over a couple times just to make a nice little bowl. Make sure you use a lot of flour because you're going to need it. All right, and then I'll show you what to do next. So I placed it into my loaf pan that I lined with some parchment paper. And now I'm going to loosely cover this, and we're going to let this rise for another hour. See if it poofs up anymore. Hopefully. Okay, so I let this rise for another hour. You can see it definitely poofed up about another inch or so. So now I'm going to place this in a preheated 400-degree oven. I have no idea how long. I'm going to guess probably around a half hour, maybe 40 minutes. But we'll do the toothpick trick to check, see if it's done. All right, so into the oven it's going to go. Okay, so I just pulled it out of the oven. It actually took about 46 minutes. I covered it after 20 minutes because it started getting a little dark, you can see. Yes, Lulu, it has to cool. It's cooked, it has to cool. So now we're going to let this cool, much to Lulu's dismay, and then we're going to see how it came out. All right, so I allowed this to cool. Doesn't really look like a panettone on the inside. It's definitely airy, but not as airy as a real panettone. But looks good, smells great. Let's give it a try. Okay. It's got a nice chew to it. So I pretty much made a chocolate chip loaf of bread. It's very flavorful, not overly sweet, but the chocolate chips definitely help. Oh, I bet this would make great French toast. All right, so did I make a panettone? No, but I did make a very tasty chocolate chip loaf. So if you like this recipe, give it a try. Let us know. Enjoy.